Thursday, prosecutors in New Mexico announced they will file criminal charges against Alec Baldwin in the 2021 shooting death of cinematographer Halyna Hutchins on the set of the movie Rust. The DA making a point to say an actor does not get a free pass. But many legal experts were surprised by the decision, and most Hollywood firearms experts say Baldwin is not to blame. So how solid is the case against the star? NBC's Josh Lederman has our Sunday focus.
It was an accident that seemed unthinkable, almost impossible. How did live ammunition make its way into a prop gun on a movie set? 15 months after the tragedy, that question is still unanswered.
When someone was holding the gun, yeah.
Even as prosecutors say Alec Baldwin will face felony charges and up to 6.5 years in prison.
I turned and I went like this to stay in the gun, and she was there, and the gun went off, and she just went right on the ground.
The announcement from prosecutors was a bombshell. They'll charge Baldwin and the film's armorer with involuntary manslaughter, saying if they'd done their jobs, Halyna Hutchins would be alive today.
Under our laws in New Mexico, it doesn't matter where the bullets come from. What matters is that they ended up in the gun.
Not a lot we could say about that one.
It's a devastating turn in the rocky but wildly successful career of one of America's most recognizable actors. While Baldwin stays out of the spotlight, his attorney vowing to fight the charges, calling it a terrible miscarriage of justice.
2 people accidentally with what gun?
The charges raising profound legal and moral questions about who's at fault when an unloaded gun turns out to be loaded.
I was told I was handed an empty gun. Someone is responsible for what happened, and I can't say who that is, but I know it's not me.
In my opinion, as an actor or actress, you're not responsible for what happens after it's passed numerous safety checkpoints and got into your hand.
How do juries tend to look at cases that are obviously an accident?
Juries are human beings just like all of us. And the question for prosecutors here is, can they convince a jury that as the actor, you actually have an obligation to open the gun, to inspect it?
Fatal accidents on U.S. film and TV sets are rare. Ones involving firearms even rarer. An Associated Press study in 2016 found that over about a quarter century, there were 43 fatalities, including actor Brandon Lee, son of martial arts star Bruce Lee, killed by another actor's gun on the set of The Crow in 1993. The gun was loaded with blanks, but investigators said a leftover bullet fragment was lodged in the barrel. A decade earlier, a helicopter crash on the set of the film The Twilight Zone killed 3 actors, including 2 children, spurring changes to safety protocols in film. This morning, new calls in Hollywood for another reckoning over safety.
You've seen a lot of people start talking about going to completely non-practical firearms on set and only using rubber cast that do not have the capacity to fire a blank round or a live round.
Steps that could one day spare another family the grief and loss still felt by Halyna Hutchins' son and her husband Matt, who sat down with Hoda last year.
In the end, justice won't bring Halyna back, but maybe the memory of her can help keep people safe and prevent something like this from ever happening again.
And Josh joins me now live. Josh, good morning. I understand you're hearing, even as the legal side of this tragedy plays out, production of the movie is going to resume with Baldwin back on set in the lead?
Yeah, that's right, Willie. Even after this tragedy, the film's production company says it is still on track. A film company lawyer told NBC that Baldwin will continue in the lead role. And the film's director, Joel Souza, he was also shot and survived. He will still direct this film. And as part of a wrongful death settlement, Halyna Hutchins' husband, Matt, he has joined the production as an executive producer. Now, the production plans to add on-set safety supervisors, and any working weapons or forms of ammunition will be barred from the set. But Willie, there are union concerns, and with those pending criminal charges against Alec Baldwin, finishing this film could be a very tall order. Willie?
Yeah, it might not happen, but it's amazing they're even considering it at this point. Josh, thanks so much. We appreciate it.
Hey, thanks for watching. Don't miss the Today Show every weekday at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 Pacific on our streaming channel, Today All Day. To watch, head to today.com/allday or click the link right here.